Okay, welcome to my composition tutorial. If you guys have any questions or need anything, make sure you join my server, link in bio, link in bio and in the description. You can also add me on Discord. My user will probably be on screen right now. So first you want to obviously have your clip just dragged in here, timer mapped and everything. And the first step is to rotobrush your characters. I already rotobrush one. They don't have to be very exact, but they should be generally pretty good. So I will go over how I rotobrush, or how I'm going to rotobrush the next one. So basically first I'm going to duplicate whatever layer I have, like this, by holding the pre-comp or whatever your clip is and pressing Ctrl D. And then you want to click on the rotobrush tool here, or you could just press Alt W. Before we do that, I'm going to add a few effects on here. First I'm going to add curves. And I'm going to drag the curves like this. And I'm also going to add sharpen and just turn it up a little bit. It might look weird, but trust me, this will help the rotobrush actually identify what lines are what and get better selection. I might have a little bit of trouble with this, but I'm just going to see what we can do. Then you just want to go here and you want to just color in whatever you want. As you can see here, it's like alright. By the way, to grab and move around, I'm clicking on my scroll wheel and zooming in with Alt, scroll wheel up and down. And then you want to press Alt here when you have the rotobrush and basically just like mask out the parts that you don't want. So yeah, there's our rotobrush. An important thing to note is that you don't want to delete these effects yet. And first what you want to do is actually click this freeze button. So it freezes everything that's happened with the rotobrush and it'll say it's frozen. That is what you want, because now when we delete these masks or these effects, sharpen and curves, it'll still apply that mask with like as if the effects were still on there. Also, I forgot to mention, but on your layer, you do want to reduce chatter and make this 100%. Basically, all that really does is it just tries or attempts to like stop the flickering. So below everything, we're going to add a solid layer. And then we're going to put trap code particular. This is kind of a heavy effect, so basically what we're doing now is making ambient particles, and I guess basically just like simple particles that don't move as much and there's not a lot. You can just substitute this for an overlay, but for the people who are following this tutorial and don't want to use an overlay, you can literally just copy what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not really going to explain this too much because this is just like one step of like the process, and I don't necessarily think it's that serious, because you can again just use an overlay or just copy my settings exactly. Yeah, so size I'm gonna go like maybe like 1.5 or 2, something like that. And then if I go to motion, you can change the velocity. Usually, depending on the clip, I'll adjust this, but I just wanted to start up kind of fast and then slow down. As you can see, we have our particles now. Yeah. See, have some nice particles going bad, but they kind of seem a bit strong. But we're gonna add Gaussian blur and then turn it up a little bit, make it blend in with this more. You can add deep glow if you want. You don't have to. Okay, so the next step is to add a optical flare above your particles. So we're gonna add a solid layer and change the blending mode to screen. If you're on A2025, then just toggle the switches and modes and you can see that. Yes, we're gonna add optical flares. Go to options. So now you can build your own flare. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna use like one of my favorite presets. And yeah, So basically, you want to take wherever your light source is, obviously. So where mine is. We're gonna add some Gaussian blur again. I kind of just always use it, so I don't have to use this. You can also scale up the size, change the brightness, change the positions of these. I put it to the corner because this is where I want to have my light source from. And then this is kind of like where the flare is itself. As you can see, we do have a little bit of bad rotor brush here, but that's where we'll fix that later. Okay, so now what we can do is add an adjustment layer over Reze or Reese, whatever, and add an adjustment layer over it. This depends on your scene. Everyone's scene is gonna be different, and this is just something I have to do for mine. So yeah, but we're gonna go to, I believe it is gradient, and kind of just make her darker like this. Yeah, and drag this here. I don't want it like that dark, but a little bit of shade. Also, we can also add another one if we wanted to. Like this. Yeah, just like that. I did move it above the layer, or above both the characters, just because I realized it would look better because I did the magic bow looks for both. But yeah, so this is what we have so far. I might have to change the flare a bit, but yeah, the flare will more than likely like change. I'm literally just going through these presets and figuring out what I like or which one I want. So this is what we have so far, and let me just break it down. We have an adjustment with magic bullet looks, and we put gradient on them with to basically show what's dark and what's light in here. Our rotobrush character. Under that, we have our optical flares. Under that, we have our second character. Under all of that, we have our particles, or if whatever case you're using an overlay, and then we have our background. So yeah, this is like around what we should have. I'm wondering what it would look like if we just add it up to Denji too. Might look better. As you can see, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, so basically now what we're gonna do is try to add just a little bit more of a feel, or yeah, a little bit more stuff to it. So we're gonna add a solid layer, again, over our background, or yeah, and then add nebulosity. Once we add nebulosity, we're gonna go down to this base form thing. Turn down the intensity. As for transform, I'm personally gonna scale it up. You don't have to. This all depends on what you want for your scenes. And we're just gonna change the width as well while we're at it, and the height. Maybe add a little bit, like about like this. Yeah, right here, scattering. My bad. And change this emission color. For colors, whenever you're picking something, I like to just go off of like a color in the scene in general. So that's what we're doing. Then what we can do is add some Gaussian blur. Again, you can blur it like this. Again, but it does get a little messy. So you could just like literally turn it down a bit. Just so we have a bit of fog going on, as you can see here. Yeah, so we got a little bit. You can also move it so that it's not just static the whole time. So if you press the keyframe on position, and you can just like shift it like this, or shift it like this because he's moving that way. It's up to you. I usually don't graph it, I just kind of like let it go by itself. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, there's something simple like that. This is all up to you. You know, it's not that big of a difference, but yeah, it's pretty good to me. Next, what you can do is you can just go on here and add all of your color correction stuff. But for me, I'm just gonna make another adjustment layer, make stuff easier. I'm gonna add curves on here. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna adjust what I need to adjust for the most part. Make curves kind of just makes it darker stuff darker, lighter stuff lighter. This is very simple. I'm not going too crazy with this. Now we're going to add magic bullet looks for more of a CC. Yeah, we'll see how for me, I don't think it really matters, but it depends on if you want to have your curves above or your curves below the magic bullet looks, but I'm gonna see how it looks like after I add my stuff. So yeah, here on the left we have some presets. You can just use presets. It's usually what I do. I use presets and then I just kind of adjust it to what I want. Overall, I think some of them seem too strong. I'm gonna add some edge softness onto this. We're gonna look through the LUTs. Fill this window, and boom, there's some slapped on some CC onto it. See, before CC, after CC. This does look pretty good. Just like this. I think having the Nebulosity would be good there though. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. We're not quite done, but there would be some more stuff to add here. Okay, so here's another thing that you can do to add more shadow on your character, is you want to duplicate it. Whatever, like you have your character on, add drop shadow, click shadow only, and then put on set matte. And then basically with this, what you can do is basically make a shadow and make it affect your thing. I think it's like, no, 180 is, I'm stupid, it's a 90-degree angle. So basically something like this. I think I forgot to add this. So you should add CC composite. Sorry, I'm kind of like dozing off mid in this tutorial. But you can change the distance and the softness. Boom, we got like another shadow. Here's our very, I wouldn't say the best, but it is a composited scene. So do with you what you will with this. You can also, some people don't add enough flares, some people go too crazy on flares. You can really do what you want. See, me duplicating just one layer kind of made it look better. I could have just scaled up the previous one, but yeah, this is basically the finished result. All right, and I'm gonna put these side by side so you guys can see the difference. So yeah, here's our final composition. I'm like, and I suck at this, so this is just what I've learned so far and what I know of. So if you guys have any tips for me or even tips for others, make sure you comment them down below, and I'll try to, I don't know, I'll somehow try to, if I ever do another tutorial like this, I will try to mention those. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, if you join my server, that's where I host polls where what tutorial I'm making is next, and obviously composition was voted this time. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, again, join Discord link in bio and in the description of this video. And yeah,